A music producer dies in a shooting. Police say his son was the shooter. Our Fox 5's Denise Dillon has more details on this story. And Denise, you found out more about the producer known as D-Bills.
Yeah, I talked to a couple of people who knew him really well, and they say this is really a double tragedy. They lost their friend, and their friend's son, who they all knew, is now in jail charged with the shooting. Cal Austin worked alongside D-Bills, whose real name is Clinton Dorsey, in the music industry. Austin says in addition to his contributions to the music scene, his friend also had a thriving dog breeding business.
Dorsey Kennels, so he bred French bulldogs, Frenchies, so that was something that was very lucrative for him. He had a big love and passion for it, just as much as the music.
Dorsey owned that business with his son, 23-year-old Ed Dorsey. Austin says the father and son had been visiting him at his apartment Thursday. Austin says he had stepped out for a moment, and that's when the Dorseys got into an argument. Brookhaven police say Ed Dorsey had a gun.
The argument turned to being physical, and the physical confrontation turned to Mr. Dorsey retrieving a firearm and shooting Clinton Dorsey.
Ed Dorsey is now in the DeKalb County Jail charged with voluntary manslaughter. Austin says this hurts in more ways than one because he's close to both the father and the son.
What it do, people? Today, we're going to discuss this devastating demise of a popular music producer and engineer in yet another father and son battle. Welcome to Peephole TV, spreading awareness and bringing you public info on events happening in the urban community. We ain't here to place no judgment. We're just here to show you how one quick decision can change your life.
It was a situation that went too far, but again, that was something that was probably deeply rooted from their relationship as father and son. Honestly, rest in peace, my good brother. I love you.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about Clinton Dorsey, also known in the music industry as D-Bills or D-Billionaire. On May 2nd, 2024, while visiting a close friend of D-Bills, he and his son Edward Dorsey got into an argument, and things turned for the worse. So as stated, D-Bills was a 2-time platinum music producer. He attained that notoriety with the viral hit single, Throat Baby, which was produced by him. He also worked with the likes of Lil Baby, Da Baby, City Girls, and many others. Close friends of D-Bills said that he was not only a good father and brother, but that he always seen the good in people, no matter their background or situation. He was just that type of guy that aimed to see the best in people. To me, you have to be a person that has some sort of patience within yourself. Outside of his thriving French bulldog kennel business, he also had a production company called Beats by D-Bills. It was in the process of establishing a nonprofit to provide training within the music industry to help those who were up and coming. According to Brookhaven police, their argument over the dog breeding company was first physical, then that's when Edward Dorsey retrieved the firearm and powed his father.
Atlanta, his longtime friend Aaron Jackson still in shock that Dorsey is gone.
It's tough. There's no way to describe it other than it's a shock that none of us ever wanted to see anything like this happen. It'll take a long time for us to recover from this one.
Now let's talk for a minute, peephole neighbors. This is only my opinion, as you are entitled to yours. But I can only imagine being raised up in a family where it seems like I really didn't have to want for much. Being able to attend events that only others would dream about. But you know how the game go. The things we may have an opinion on from the outside just may not be how it is within. And if you don't know, the bulldog breeding industry is pretty lucrative. And we all know what happens when greed gets in the midst of business.
These little guys here, man. It's the Bella game, fluff, carrier.
You dig.
Fat man.
Look at him now.
Look at him. That's just the deuces.
As for Edward Dorsey, you now are fatherless. And that very thing you guys had a dispute over is done with as well, as far as he is concerned.
Son. Easy poo. You got them Frenchies. You got them beats. Get you a platinum hit made by Beats by D Billy.
We gotta do better, peeps. It's okay to just walk away. It's crazy because it's the easiest thing to do, but we can sometimes make it one of the hardest things, especially when you're in the heat of anything. It's a struggle that we all may have experienced. You know, like saying to yourself, I should have just walked away. Let the situation cool off a little bit. This could have been an ongoing battle about the business they shared. We may never know. But what we mostly can all agree on is that this was not worth it at all. Edward Dorsey is now booked on charges of voluntary manslaughter and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. The Peephole staff would like to send our condolences to the family and friends of the Dorseys. And remember, it's always a positive reaction to every negative situation. Do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe, and we're going to keep looking out the Peephole for you.